Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where we turn flat fabric into fabulous creations. Today we're making this super cute and incredibly functional snap mini wallet. So this is perfect for your cards, cash, or even hiding candy from your kids. Don't worry, I will not judge you. And guess what? No raw edges at all. Stick around because by the end of this video you'll be walking away with a wallet you can proudly call handmade by me. So let's quickly do a roll call of supplies. First, you will need fabric for the main body, exterior and lining, each measuring 8 inches high by 5 inches wide. This is 20 centimeters by 13 centimeters if you are team metric. Next, you need fabric for the gusset, exterior and lining, each measuring 4 inches high by 8 inches wide. And this is 10 centimeters by 20 centimeters if you are team metric. You need a pair of scissors, sharp ones. You need a thread cutter, but you can use your pair of scissors if you do not have a thread cutter. You need some clips, sewing clips, because you cannot use pins if you're using vinyl or leather. You need a ruler. Then you need a fabric marker. Next, we need double-sided tape. Trust me, this stuff is like duct tape's more elegant cousin because it makes sewing so much easier. Then you need a pair of snap buttons, because what is a snap mini wallet without the snap, right? All right, if you've got everything, let's jump in. First, we're going to give our wallet some shape, because rectangles are fine, but we just need to curve and taper the edges. First, you're going to be laying your main body fabric on your worktop so that the 5-inch edge is horizontal and the 8-inch edge is vertical. Then you're going to be measuring 1.5 inches in and 1.5 inches down from the top corners. Join those marks with a diagonal line and cut the edges off. Now for the bottom edges, because we're going around, we're going to be measuring 1 inch in and 1 inch up from the bottom corners, and then grab something round. A dish or a bowl would work, but I'm using my double-sided tape roll. Trace the curve and then cut off. Now we have our top edges tapered and our bottom edges curved. Now it's time to make some fabric sandwiches. Take your main body, exterior and lining, place them right sides together and make sure all the edges line up. Then clip around the edges. This is where those sewing clips earn their paycheck. So you're going to head to the sewing machine, stitch around the edges with a 3/8 of an inch sewing allowance, but you're going to leave a 3-inch gap for turning. Please don't forget the gap. You're going to repeat the same for the gusset, but you're going to be leaving a larger 5-inch gap for turning. 5 inches, 13 centimeters for my metric friends. 3 inches on the main body is 7.5 centimeters for my metric friends. And now for the fun part. We are going to be trimming. So you're going to be trimming the same allowance to about 1/4 of an inch. This is 6 millimeters if you are team metric. But please don't touch the gaps. You're going to thank me later. So once you're done trimming the seam allowance to about 1/4 of an inch, we're going to be turning both pieces right side out. And you're going to be poking out the corners with a blunt tool. But like I always do, I have gone ahead to apply double-sided tape on both sides of my seam, where I'll be turning the pieces out. When you're done, you're poking out, like I'm doing right now, those corners and your curves with the blunt tool. I am using the back of my scissors, that's the blunt side of my scissors, to poke out the corners. Then you're going to press everything nice and flat. Like I showed you, or like I'm showing you right now, for extra help, I just like to use my double-sided tape to fold the seam allowances towards the inside. This trick actually keeps your pieces or your seam allowance from going rogue. Finally, you're going to turn this out. When you're done, you're going to head to your sewing machine. Make sure you clip the turning holes. That's where you turned your panels from. Clip those places short, and then you're going to head to your sewing machine to top stitch all around at about 1/8 of an inch, which is 3 millimeters from the edge. You will realize that everything is looking neat, no more gaps. Now it's time to assemble the wallet body and gussets. So here is where it starts coming together with both pieces already, already turned to the right side. We're going to flip them to the lining side. So that means that the lining side is going to be facing you. Remember that the tapered edge is the top and the rounded edge of the main body is the bottom. So on the main body, you're going to be drawing a line that's 1 inch up from the bottom edge. This is 2.5 or 2.5 centimeters for team if you are team metric. Then you're going to be finding the center of that line and you're going to mark it. Think of it as the X marks the spot. So then on the gusset, you're going to mark the center of the 8-inch edge, line up those 2 center marks, then stitch around the bottom curve of the main body to attach the gussets. So you notice that I stitched along the width and then also around the curves, which is what I'm showing you right now. Please make sure this is as perfect as you can make it. Next, we're going to be folding and sewing the sides. Make sure your wallet panel is still facing you, lining side up. We're going to be folding the sides of the gusset in like we're tucking in a sleepy toddler. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold the sides of the gussets, clip them in place. And when you're done, you're going to fold those sides in half. So you're folding it out again, which at this point both exterior will be right sides facing you. Then when you're done, you're going to now line the side you just folded in half. You're going to line that up with the stitch down part of the wallet. Clip everything securely. Don't forget that sewing clips are basically your extra hands here, and then you're going to now be stitching those sides down, the sides that you just folded to match the stitch down side. You're going to repeat this process for the other side. Just watch the way I'm doing it and you realize that it's very simple. So once this step is done, your wallet is basically saying, I'm almost ready to hold your secrets. Once you're done with clipping everything in place, you will realize that our wallet is beginning to come together nicely. You're going to head to your sewing machine and you're going to stitch these sides down. Make sure nothing moves at all. If you feel this is not going to, the clips are not, they cannot help you enough, you can use double-sided tape to make sure everything just stays where they are meant to stay. I've gone ahead to stitch the sides in place. You would notice that we have this like a cute little, like an accordion or something, that cute little fold on the side. And now for the grand finale, the snap buttons. So grab your snap kit and follow the manufacturer's instructions. You don't want to freestyle these parts. Install the male snap 1/2 inch from the top edge of the wallet's flap. 1/2 inch is 1.3 centimeters for if you are team metric, centered across the width. You would notice that I folded my flap in two to measure 1/2 inch up. So folding it makes sure it is centered across the width. So once you're done installing the male snap, you're going to be using this male snap as a guide to position the female snap on the main body. Male snap done already. Now it's time to install the female snap. The female snap is going to be installed on the main body, like I mentioned earlier. So we're using the male snap position to get the perfect positioning for our female snap. So once both are well installed, just test the snap. There's no greater joy than that click. Satisfying, isn't it? All right. Like I said, make sure you're not freestyling this. If you already know how to do this, that's fine. But if not, use your user manual, the user manual that comes with your snap kit, to install both snaps. And there you have it, guys. Your Snap mini wallet is all done with no raw edges inside. Wasn't that fun? Now you have a stylish little wallet to keep your essentials organized, or to give as a gift and make someone think you spent a fortune. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe for more bag making fun, and drop a comment below with what project you'd like me to tackle next. Thank you for sewing along with me today. Don't forget to share your finished wallet with me on social media. I would really love to see your creations. Until next time, happy sewing, and always remember, snaps are life. Bye.